The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome back, as Tom would say. Welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back. Hey, I always think about that when you say welcome back,
welcome back.
No, well, that's Cotter. I was thinking more AC/DC. We're back.
Yeah, I go, welcome back to that same old place that you left about.
Oh, that's...
welcome, Cotter.
Oh, yeah, welcome back, Cotter. Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
So, not too long ago, when you were a younger person, you had to have both hips replaced, George?
I did. Both hips
but
replaced.
That was fun.
On the same surgery. It was not what I would qualify as fun.
And you stayed married after that? Your wife didn't want to?
Yeah. It was a bit of a challenge for a few weeks, but a month or more, but yes.
Were you a good patient, or were you like, get me my soup? I mean, were you,
were you cranky? I learned the great joy of OxyContin.
Okay. Well, good that you didn't get addicted, No,
I didn't get addicted, but I did find that it is kind of happy medicine. Yeah. But it would be nice if I didn't have to have done that, huh?
Well, you're 6'9", you weigh 112 pounds, so it probably hit you pretty hard, right?
It was a challenge, but it's been difficult changing my lifestyle in some ways.
Yeah.
But
I keep hearing stories from Dr. Petropoli, our friends at Victory in Motion, that people are going and they need a hip or other joint things, or especially knees.
Yep.
That's the big deal, that they don't have to do what you went through.
Yeah, and that would have been a nice option to talk about. Could it have been, woulda, shoulda, coulda? It would have been nice to at least have had that option to say, can I do something without surgery? Yes, my hips hurt all the time. But maybe there was something that he could have done. And I know he talks about knee repair, not knee replacement, but he does more than knees.
Yeah, that's kind of his thing, because a lot of people, that's the first thing to go.
Right.
Are the knees, and then they go through the physical therapy, and they get the scans,
knees
and they
are
get
tough.
and then in the healthcare system, and you wait for an X-ray or an MRI or all of those pieces. But he's got a deal out there where in one day, they like scan every cranny of your body, and they check everything. You know what? He smiles, but then at the end of that day, they go, okay, here's what would work, here's what wouldn't work. And this is the guy that did all these orthopedic surgeons.
He is a surgeon.
He's a surgeon. That goes, you don't have to necessarily do surgery. So if you've been told it's bone on bone, you're going to need surgery, suffer while you wait.
Maybe they're right, but maybe they're not.
Get a second opinion.
Right. Yeah.
Call our folks at Victory in Motion, 685-7544. You've heard Dr. Petropoli on the show, and he's not that scary. He's a doctor.
He's a nice guy.
A little geeky like you, but he's really smart.
He's a nice guy. I've been here and co-hosted while he came in.
There we go.
A nice conversation.
So victoryinmotion.com, again, 685-7544. Just call and ask. Say, hey, time for a second opinion. You know what else it's time for, George?
What's that?
It's time for people to think it's the new year.
Dun, dun,
I have a business. What things should I sweep into one box or another box? And I know you do a lot with payroll. Is this the time of year people go, I am sick of a payroll company that runs to the phone, and they start to at least kick the tires on a different way to do it?
Yeah, this is a big time where we're talking to folks on our payroll company, Payroll Made Simple. We are really putting a lot of people on, getting set for the new year. It's a nice, easy transition time. You start, the new year, you start on something new. And what we try to do is, we put the human back in our relationship with our clients. And there's a lot of great payroll companies out there, and I can't say they do anything poorly. At least
I've heard some horror stories. I've heard some stuff, but that's okay.
but what we do is we work really hard to, in essence, customize what we do for our clients. It can sometimes be a challenge, but and we have an office. The office is in Liverpool. We have real humans in that office. And if there's a problem, you call. We talk. If you have a question, we we talk to people. So we work really hard to put the human relationship back in all of these things. We have all the technology. We do all the bells and whistles that all the other stuff does. We just also have the humans involved too. So,
Well, you hover over things, and I know that because we use you for payroll, right?
Yep.
Where I'll see like an email, it's like, hey, we didn't get your payroll yet. Oh, darn, we got to send up, those kinds of things.
Correct.
When you're a business owner and you're doing 1,000 things, yes, you put the payroll in on Tuesday or whenever we do it, but there's always like, oh my gosh, we got to check this. So it feels like there is a connection, and I've heard others saying, we've said it, oh, Georgia's got that. Like, and we can in our brain go, we don't have to have it. We don't have to deal. We don't have to think about it because, we're marketing people and we're doing the show and we're helping businesses do everything they do. Oh yeah, and then I guess my employees want to get paid, right?
Yeah, details. They kind of have a need for that paycheck, and we do take that very, very seriously because you hire a payroll company like us to take the problems and the issues away from the owner. So if things are not going the way it should, the employee doesn't get paid, the employee complains to the owner, and then we're not doing our job if it happens to be us or whoever the payroll company is. So we're here to try to take those burdens off the employer and to do the work. But at the same time, we'll have people that'll ask us, hey, I want to do this. We'll tell them, that's not quite legal.
Good. Well, somebody's got to tell them, right?
Right. You shouldn't be doing that or shouldn't be doing this. Here's an alternative to it. Or there's a payroll company out there that is selling 401ks left and right to small businesses that it's just not an appropriate retirement plan for them. I'm not saying that
but they figured out they can make some coin on it.
They can make a couple $1,000s a year on it, as opposed to a retirement plan that costs nothing to the employer. Well, nothing, if it fits, is a heck of a lot better than $2,000 to $3,000. That's what we take is, okay, what does the person want? What's the right fit for that client? And here's the product. We don't even sell this stuff. We don't make any money on that retirement plan. We do have investment advisors that we work with. They're not on our team, so it's not like we make anything from them. Go talk to this person. They can set you up on this retirement plan, which would probably be a little bit better fit for you. We then take it out of the paycheck, send it in, do all that 9 yards. But it's a different way of looking at it in that we're trying to see what's best for our client. It's always what's best for our client first.
Where does payroll and like business accounting with small businesses, where do those worlds meet? Because they're kind of in a silo, but they're kind of not.
They're a little different. I mean, in the end, it's all accounting, but payroll is much more. I think of payroll as kind of like if you think of whack-a-mole at the county fair. It's every week all something going on, and you got to stop what you're doing. And when it comes to it, you get the payroll, you got to stop, you got to process it. Where accounting, you have a little bit more time to do it. I used to, when we started our payroll, we used to have our people that did the accounting do payroll as well, and I learned, that doesn't really work.
Well, that's why you separated it a little bit, right?
Separated it out, because if you're doing the books, you have a period of time to get them set, get them done, tax return, whatever it is. You set aside an hour or a couple hours to do it, and then. But with payroll, you really can't. You got to get it in, you got to get it out.
Did the laws change in New York State? Salary, not salary. Who gets paid what?
By the way, since we're talking about rule changes, there has now been a new rule in New York State, and I'm going to mess up what it's called, but basically all new employers, if there are 10 employees or more, are required to potentially participate in a retirement plan. If you have your own retirement plan, you can exempt out, but it's not the Secure Act. I forget what it's called. New York State, starting depending on what month, how many employees you have, that you need to participate in a retirement plan. If you have your own, you can go to the New York State website and elect out of participating in the New York State plan. But if you don't, you actually have to participate, and all employees that get signed on that you hire have to automatically be part of the New York State retirement system, which is, it's no cost, it's not a big deal, but you should be aware of it and have choices if that's what you want to do. We can help you, guide you on if that's the right thing, or set up your own retirement plan that is in the right fit for you.
So we've got space at connect with you at gpowers.com is the website, or
it's SyracusePayroll.com.
Well, that would be you're wearing two hats.
Yeah.
So SyracusePayroll.com or gpowers.com. Same people that you can trust. Phone number 595-4024 for the payroll side of it. Is that right?
That's right.
Did I get that right? Because I usually get it wrong.
595-4024.
Okay. Well, hey.
Ask for Xavier.